Hey guys, this is Tori, and this is the second and final part of the video where I'm actually going to show you how to transfer these designs. So I've got what I printed before you. I do not like to waste this paper, so I put as much as I can on here as possible. So this is how I printed it out, and this is my design that I'm actually going to do right now, and you can see how I did not cut very closely to the line at all. It doesn't matter because it's not going to show up. And you'll notice that my words are reversed like I was talking about in the first video. And you'll see why once I lay this down, because we lay it face down so the words are going to be the right way. All right, so let's get started. So I've got my heat press set on 380 degrees. Can't really see that, but it's 380 degrees. If your heat press doesn't get up to that high, anywhere from 370 to 380 will work just fine. Some heat presses are gonna differ anyway. Okay, so I've got my shirt, and the first thing I wanna do is lint roll it. If you don't see lint on here, it doesn't matter because there's probably some on there and it's gonna show up in your design if you don't get it off. So be sure to lint roll where your design is going to be. That is my dog moaning. Okay, so now we've lint rolled, I'm going to just press it for a few seconds to get any moisture out that might be in the garment. And at this point, I like to check my pressure. And by doing that, I like to make sure that it takes a little bit of effort for me to push my heat press down. And if it does take me a little bit of effort to do, I say that that is good pressure for me. It does not need to be any harder. Okay, so at this point, I'm now going to put my design on there. Feel free to lint roll again if you'd like. So I've got my design with the design down on the shirt. I'm just gonna place it right there. And then I'm going to put my Teflon sheet of paper on top. I got this from Amazon, and a lot of people will use, let me take this back off. A lot of people will put press pillows underneath the garment so that the design has equal pressure everywhere when it's pressed by the heat press. Or a lot of people, if they don't have press pillows, will use towels. This one I don't ever have problems with, but some blanks have the buttons or snaps on the back, so that's when those press pillows would be really handy. Okay, so I'm gonna cover it up with my Teflon sheet, and I'm gonna press this for 30 seconds. And after this 30 seconds is up, I peel it cold. I peeled it hot once, like the directions told me to, but half of the color was still on the back of the paper instead of my design. So I started doing a cold press, and that did not happen. So I do a cold press now. It's definitely made a difference. All right, so that was 30 seconds. And now I'm gonna let it cool completely. Okay, so it is now completely cool to the touch. So at this point, I'm going to start peeling it off. Might take a second to find an edge you can grab. There it is. And there's some lint I did not get, so be careful with that. I should have checked my design too. All right, so there it is. But we have 2 more steps. Okay, so now we're gonna repress it again. This time I'm gonna put just normal parchment paper down first. We are reactivating the ink, and the ink sometimes gets on the Teflon sheet, but that parchment paper keeps that from happening, and it does not get on the parchment paper. Okay, So at this point, I'm just gonna press it for 5 seconds. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and peel this off, and I'm gonna stretch. You can see I'm not pulling the daylights out of it, just stretching it a little bit helps with the longevity of the ink staying in there, gets it in the creases. I do the hot stretch. I've had better results with the hot stretch. Okay, so now I'm gonna press it one more time. Make sure it's flat. Cover it back up with parchment paper first, and then my Teflon sheet. I'm just gonna press it for about 5 seconds again. And we are done. And some people, they like to wait before they pull off the parchment paper. It gives it a smoother feel on the design. Some people don't care and they like the harder, rougher feel. I personally like the rougher feel because it feels more like a shirt to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that off, but feel free for it to wait. And there's your design. Super cute. Thank you, and I hope this helps. Have a good one.